Hey folks, it's me, back again, as usual. Ah, well, like I said, today we will be doing some older OLDC levels. Specifically, we're going to be doing all the ones in the single-player division from 2006. We're not going to be doing anything from the match divisions, not capture the flag, not ring slinger, nothing like that. We're strictly doing the single-player divisions today. Thank you, Silver. Good to know I'm perfectly audible. I hope that after so many rounds of troubles with the audio setup that we would finally get this nailed down sooner or later. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of trouble. Trying to stream Final Demo, as you saw last time, is a bit of a technical snap. It's a bit of a technical problem. But it may take a little bit, but I think we can get this working. Let's go ahead and set that. If I have to do display capture, I will. But I'd like to avoid that. So let's see if that works first. Oh, cool. Well, that was easy. Can you guys hear the game? Hold on. I will have to edit something real quick. There we go. Yeah, no, I had to go turn off a setting in OBS. Anyway, guys, welcome to the LODC level. This one is Green Flower 2 by SS and Tails. Anyway, yes, I'm kidding. Don't worry. First up, we've got Arrow Shrine Zone. This was actually the winner of the first single-player division in the 2006 OLDC. So let's see how it looks. Let's see how it plays, rather. This is not Mystic, no. Ow. No, you're thinking of a different level we'll get to later. My mouse movement is really slow. I know the music was already in the game files, but it's still surreal to hear Deep Sea Zone's theme in a Final Demo level. Yeah, it's Deep Sea, even though this is Final Demo. So this level was the one that won the single-player division of the first contest in 2006. I can kind of see why. This reminds me a lot of a golf course. Like a mini golf course. I'm not the only one getting that vibe, right? Hello, there are springs here. Oh, hey, look, what up? No, just no. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, guys, if you didn't know, this is what the Crawler Commander looked like back then. Arrow Garden, yeah. Just based on the textures, I'm sure there was a more than a little inspiration being taken from Aerial Garden. considering at the time, Mystic Realm would have been the gold standard of map design, with its custom textures and original music. Which, let's be completely honest, at least in terms of original music, is not something most SRB2 level packs, even today, can claim as a feather in their cap. Oh, come on. Okay, now you see why they added a noise to buzzes in 2.1. Let's keep it moving, though. Speed shoes. This is actually a decently sized level. When I was originally doing the OLDC throughout history video, one of the key discoveries I made is that a lot of OLDC levels were just real single-player levels, that is, were really, really short. Partially because of how much harder it was to make a single-player level back then, and the fact that since the OLDC was held like once every 2 months, once every 2 to 3 months, it was really, really hard to make a single-player level in time. This is actually the main reason why the first OLDCs did not even have a single-player division. There simply was not enough time to create one back then. Coolio. So that's Arrow's Shrine. Let me load up the next one. You'll have to give me a second. Next one up is Storm Ruins Zone Act 2. Let me find that. That is... Here we go. From map making in 2006, it was either Doom Builder or Wad Author. I think Wad Author was more popular in the community at the time. Around the 2.0 era, they got an edited version of Doom Builder called SRB2 Doom Builder, which was the gold standard for a while. Hello, turrets with your custom sprites. So this is the runner-up in the January version of the single-player division. This is a really interesting music choice for this track. I often associate this with open canyons, not creepy temples. Oh hey, look. Moving floors. I'm going to assume that the use of Deep Sea Zone textures in a lot of these maps, as well as Aerial Garden in general, is just the fact that there were, since Deep Sea Zone textures were going to be in the game files but not used at the time, it would have made your level stand out. Oh, hello. Oh, crap. Looks like I fell off the upper path. Already in 2006, they're using the blue spring underwater trick, huh? That's cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a cool shot. Alright. Of course, it's Final Demo, so we have our community-mandated jettison spam. And that's it. What was the best version to make maps? Right now, 2.2.15, because you got good UDMF support. And let me tell you, there's nothing easier than UDMF once you know how to use it. Alright, but that is it as far as Storm Ruins Act 2. So we will move on to the next one. Now, this one is the Mystic level. Where is it? Golden Sands. Mappa 1D, that's interesting. Anyway, this one might look a little familiar to some of you. This is Mystic's OLDC submission. Oh yeah, Glaber, Zero Gunner, got their start mapping in the Final Demo era. Yeah, they're one of the... They're probably the oldest mapper who's still active. How to make a UDMF map? Well, you load up Ultimate Zone Builder, and then you learn the differences. Anyway, this is Golden Sands. This might look familiar to some of you guys, because it would later feature in the Mystic Realm archives. Alright. Of course, it's Mystic, so even though it's going to be a technically impressive level, it's still going to have all of the same issues that Mystic Realms maps possess. Mystic Realm was still a fairly new level pack when this was made. And that's it. So that's it for the January division. Oh, sorry, the January contest. We will now be moving on to the next one, the March-April contest. And the first one we've got on the list is, actually, this one tripped me up when I first heard the name. It's Dragon Valley Zone Act 2. Where is that? I have to make sure I load the right file. Which one is that? Do we not have that one? No, it says it's incomplete. Alright, we might not have that one. Yeah, I don't think we have that one, unfortunately. Okay, we'll move on to the next one then, which is Greenland 1. Oh, that's what happens when you load a file in the same map. Okay, and now we're getting to some more classic Final Demo style level design. That rain sound is so irritating. Bum, bum, bum. This level has what I like to call graph paper syndrome, where because of how unstable the Doom editors at the time were, particularly Wad Author, it was basically required that you would map out all of your levels on graph paper first before you would map them in the software. Which is very funny because it's very archaic. It's what the developers in the original Super Mario Brothers were doing. But you can tell by the levels. Let me go back there real quick. Let's not leave that level quite yet. You can tell by the level's sharp turns, and even then when it has slants in the line depths, they're very big slants. They're very defined slants. And that's a heavy sign that this level was constructed or designed on graph paper first. Anyway, what do we have up next? We have, ooh, do I have this one? Yes, we do. We have Radical Highway Zone by Blue Blur. Anyway, welcome to Radical Highway. If I remember correctly, I actually wanted to take a look at this level for the OLDC video before that fell through. I promptly remembered how much I did not like playing raw Final Demo. But this is actually kind of neat. Oh yeah, that's what I remember. The checkpoints just straight up don't work properly. Someone forgot to set the IDs for each of the checkpoints, it seems. It's pretty neat, but the main problem is I have no idea where to go. Yeah, you're probably gonna watch me go in circles here for a bit, because oh, that's the start! And I said that because I was thinking, wait, this area looks familiar. But no, it's at the start. Let me just keep moving forward. If I just keep moving forward, there's no way I could possibly get turned around, right? Yeah, unfortunately, that's a lie. Oh, hello. Extra stuff. Sorry, I've got the sniffles today. Not that the extra lives really matter, because it's a single map, and the moment I reload, I'm going to lose all my lives anyway. Yeah, see? Where do I go now? This level commits a really bad sin in map design. Don't make a T in the road where you exit, where you enter the T through one of the top sides. Because then you may end up backtracking by accident. When you make a T, it should only be possible to enter from the bottom. Oh yeah, go that way. Which way, Silver? Which way? Honestly, I'll give this level about 5 minutes, so if I'm still stuck in it by that time, I'll probably just move on. This is new. Maybe I'm going in the right direction for once. Oh, I love how this has absolutely nothing to do with the Radical Highway, other than the fact that it's a city level. Hello. I don't think I've ever seen this part before, so I must be on the right track. Oh, hello. Oh, really, Glaber? I didn't know that. Yeah, oh yeah, Final Demo you had less tags and flags to work with because of the difficulties. Okay, let's move on to the next one. You know, in Final Demo, objects had far fewer flags to work with because a number of the flags were reserved for difficulty. Basically saying, will this object appear on this difficulty, this difficulty, this difficulty? This is a large part of the reason why difficulties were removed from the game. Okay, what do we have up next? We have Sunken Palace Zone up next. Does the music load? Oh no. The music lump did not load properly. That's unfortunate. Can I just... Nope. These were all designed with 1.09 in mind, but I'm playing on 1.09.4. Oh, well there's the music. Yes, map making on Final Demo was very limited. Hello? Okay, I'll just go up here then. Like I said, due to how restricted the map editors were and how changing anything once it had been set down and drawn onto the map was very hard. The map editors were prone to breaking if you tried that. So as a result, people took to designing their maps out beforehand on graph paper. And I remember, even in the 2.1 era, when I joined the mapping community, I still remember some people doing this. It was a rare sight to see, but some people did it. I never did, just for the record. Sometimes I would have concepts on paper, but I would never actually do it on graph paper. You just use Doom Better 1 directly? Yeah, I thought some people did do that, yeah. I wasn't there at the time, but that's what I've heard. Screw you, buds. I mean, you can. Again, I at the time, in the 2.1 era, well, I didn't use graph paper. I did sketch out some of my maps on paper, roughly. I resolved to figure out the heights and everything. And it was always from a side view, because remember, I like to make 2D maps. But I resolved to handle heights and everything later. I think even SS and Tails and Sonic drew on graph paper. That was just how things were done. I think even id Software did that. Yeah, do not map out with graph squares anymore. Like I said, the problem with editing with graph squares, you get levels sort of like this, where everything's blocky, and even the slants and the line depths are very defined and large. You can tell this map was made with graph paper in mind. Because there's very little proper curves. I don't mean slopes, I mean curves in the line depths. I know Flame Rift Zone from Mystic Realm had to be redone at one point because it had too much graph paper syndrome. Okay. No, you're right. Yeah, visual mode was not a thing. Anyone who says that UZB is too confusing, like UDMF is too confusing, I like to sentence that person to 24 hours of using Wad Offer. Oh my gosh, what? Yeah, Doom Builder did. And GZ Doom Builder did. That's why Zone Builder has it. Okay. That was Sunken Palace. That was the winner of the single player division in March, April. Last one in this contest is Paradise Cove Zone. So where do we have that? Do we have that? Don't think we do. Okay, so I think we'll just move on. We'll go to June, and the first one is a level by a name you might be familiar with. It's from Prime 2.0. It's Gravity Zone. Oh, hold on, I'm stupid. Excuse me. Okay, what's the deal here? Is this some kind of puzzle map? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh gosh. I'm using the wiki. Okay, we'll see how far I can actually get in this level. I wouldn't quite call this Kaiser yet, although I do hear a turret. There it is. Oh gosh, why are there several of them? Why are there all these turrets? Please don't be dead, please don't be dead, please don't be dead. Okay, cool, checkpoint. Oh no, Blue Springs, rejected! Up here. Please don't be dead. What? Okay. Kind of puzzle map trickery is this? This is actually really surprising me. I was not expecting anything like this. What is going on here? I might be dead, unless I can get over there. Okay. Oh, I see. So gravity is super high in that section, so you want to avoid jumping, because otherwise you'll get stuck in the ceiling and ground. This is actually surprisingly advanced for a final demo level. Oh, I have to now... This is cool. This is actually pretty cool. I've not seen a puzzle level ever do something like this. Okay, I have to make the jump. There we go. Oh, crud. I failed to resist the urge to jump. Let's get this one more shot. Now that I know how this level works. It is refusing to give me rings, though. And that's kind of annoying. Yeah. Sorry. One more actual shot. Before I game over. This is actually really inventive as a concept. I was not expecting this out of a final demo level. It's from Prime, too. I have to sort of... The crawlers are actually dangerous because I can't jump on them. And they'll kill me in one hit. That's cool. Okay, let's go. Oh, that was close. Where's the last switch? Oh, it killed some crawlers for me. Cool. Ah, I missed. Oh, hold on. We're not dead. We're not dead. I've never seen a reverse spring platforming section. Oh, crud. I don't know where to go after that. Oh, jeez. Let's think about this. Oh, okay, hello. That looks quite obnoxious, actually. Help! Help! Help me! Let's give it another shot, and then I'll, Ah, crud. It does give a life endlessly, so you can't really game over here anymore. Oh crud, oh crud, oh crud, oh crud. And that's death. I like this, although this boss is a little obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. This might be the hardest final demo boss I've ever fought. Alright, I'm not even getting 2 hits on this guy. Let's make one more attempt, and then after that we'll switch to the next level. Because I assume this is the end of the level anyway. Okay, hold on. Alright. That's enough for that level. I think we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. So anyway, yeah, Gravity Zone. That was an unexpectedly inventive level. I like that a lot. It was not the winner of the single player division though. In fact, it got a 4 out of 10 in terms of score. A 4 out of 10. You want to see Ravenna.png? You mean like the animation I usually show? Because right now all I'm doing is loading up the next mod. Okay. Yeah, it was a 4 out of 10. I don't know how that got a 4 out of 10. That was really crazy inventive. Just a PNG of Ravenna. Oh, okay. Sure. There she is. Aw, thank you. But anyway, let's go back to this in a second. So next up we got... Do we have Magma Base? We have Magma Base. Okay. Yeah, the archives on the wiki are incomplete, so... I have to actually check to make sure we've got a mod first. Magma Base by Blue Blur. Not that Blue Blur, an older one. Yeah, it's unfortunate. A lot of levels have just been lost to the sands of time, even when a community as well preserved as the SRB2 one. The message board underwent a server crash in 2003, so a few years before this, but still, in the middle of voting for one of the OLDCs, and everything was lost. All data was lost. It was the October 2003 crash. I'm still showing the A-Sprite window? What? Oh, why did it not switch back? I told it to. Alright, hold on. I'll reset the level. That's embarrassing. Sorry. Let me make sure it shows up. It must be a studio mode snafu. Sorry, guys. Game mode? Game capture? You gonna work, buddy? I know. I'm watching the stream preview. I doubt it. Let's see, does that fix it? No, that does not fix it. Okay. Try that. No, I switch inputs once and everything breaks. That is not working. No, it is just decided it doesn't want to capture that. Okay, I'm going to actually just restart SRB2. So give me a second. Okay, let's try this again now. Anything? Wow, okay, it is just solidly broken. Huh. This was working a second ago. I'm not doing anything differently now. It's just decided it doesn't want to work anymore. Okay. Well, there's always the backup, which is... Let me make sure I close everything sensitive, and then we will do... We will do that instead. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This stupid thing. We're going to just do a full shutdown and a DX win. I don't think this is an OBS problem. This is a final demo problem. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't get Final Demo to work in windowed mode. I'll give it one more shot, though. Let's see here. Alright, I have an idea. Okay, geez, this is refusing to work. Note to self, never take any advice or answer any requests from Silver 305. What's interesting is it's now... Can you guys even hear the audio? What about this? Is this gonna work at all? Well, uh... yeah, well, unfortunately, the visual is the part that matters. Nothing? Still? Ugh, this is so frustrating. Final Demo, why are you doing this to me? About that. Nope. Well, unfortunately, this has kind of ruined the stream now, hasn't it? No, because I've been making money off of the fair use of Sonic's image. No, you would not be silly. No, I can see the stream preview. Man. Of course, it only works once, right? That's just how things go. It only works once. That does give me a thought, though. It only worked once? It's not the resolution. That's not the problem. The problem is that it's an old program that doesn't like being displayed. I'm having to use an emulator to even get this to work in the first place. I don't know, Glaber. Ah. Well, huh. I mean, the emulator is a separate program, effectively. It's a separate window. Nope, still not. I can't tab out to use OBS in Final Demo without the emulator labor because the visuals will all mess up. And no, we tried this the other day. It doesn't properly work anyway. Okay, we have spent so much time trying to fix this now that I'm almost about to just give up. And like, I can switch to anything else, right? No? Oh, hold on. No, I do think there is a problem with OBS. Why is that not working now? Okay, unfortunately, guys, OBS has just decided to completely break on me. Final Demo has too. My game capture window is no longer picking up anything. So that's incredibly unfortunate. Yeah, so whatever we did, all I did was switch to this window capture source. I've done this countless times. Now it's doing this. Capture any full screen application. It won't capture any window now, which is so odd to me. What about this? Can I get it to work here? No. No, I'd have to restart the stream. And I don't want to do that. I think display capture would probably, right? Display capture is working fine. But that's such an odd error to have with OBS. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to attempt to restart OBS. What? Yes, I know. I'm switching to different windows that I know are active, and it's not being able to capture any of them, Silver. No, a sprite exists. No, it's not a sprite, Gustavo. None of them are working. That's the point. Okay, I'm gonna have to do window capture. Does that work? That works? That works? Okay, it doesn't recognize SRB2 as a window, unfortunately, and it doesn't seem to recognize SRB2 as a game anymore either. Alright, well, unfortunately, this would probably require a PC restart, I think. So, this is the end of the stream, guys. I'm sorry. I'll try this again tomorrow. But I don't want to sit here for another hour troubleshooting this. Just note to self, never switch the input over while doing this in OBS with a program that doesn't like to work. I don't think it's just OBS. I am like 99% sure that something involving SRB2 Final Demo has had a hand in breaking this. Like, it's, oh, yep, I knew it. I freaking knew it. Oh my gosh. I forced shut off SRB2, and now the game capture hook is working again. Hold on a second. It's still not letting me stream Final Demo. Okay. Yeah, this is going to require a system restart to fix. Thanks to SRB2. It does this sometimes with my resolution. I encountered this a lot when dealing with the older versions. Not this exact problem, but issues with the resolution. So, unfortunately, the stream is ending still. But I appreciate everyone coming. Nonetheless, we got through, what was it? We got through half, or more than half of all the Final Demo levels. But that is the last time I take a chat suggestion to change the window suddenly. So I will see you around. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for viewing. And thank you all just for giving me the time of day. I know this was probably a big failure, but you know, I appreciate